Hi dears, this is Saranya from Bharathidhasanar Matric Higher Secondary School, Arakkonam. Children, today we are going to learn one new lesson from the subject Maths. And the lesson name is Length. L-E-N-G-T-H. What is that? Length. From the subject Maths. Children, tell me what is length, children? Length is nothing but it is used to measure how long the object or how short the object. So length is used to measure what, children? To check whether the object is long or short. Okay, so length is, what is length, children? It is used to measure how long an object or a thing, that is called as length. Now tell me the spelling of length along with me. L-E-N-G-T-H. Length. Now we are going to see different forms of length. Now we are going to see the different forms of length. First one is long and short. What is long and short? It tells us about the length of an object. So length in the sense horizontal length. Children, what is horizontal length? What line is this? It is a sleeping line, right? It is a sleeping line. This line is also called as horizontal line. This line is also called as dashed line. Horizontal line. So to measure the horizontal length of an object, we will say as long and short. So to measure horizontal length of an object, we use long and short. Now we are going to see some of the examples for long and short. Now what can you see in this picture? We can see two animals here, right? Monkey and rat, right? Now see, monkey has a longest tail, but rat has smallest tail. Long, short. Now we can see two animals in this picture. One is monkey and the next one is rat. The monkey has the longest tail, but the rat has shortest tail. Then another example. Now we can see two vegetables here, right? What vegetable is this? It is a bottle gourd and it is bitter gourd, right? Which is the longest one? Tell me, children, which is the longest one? Bottle gourd is longest. So you have to write long. Spelling of long. What is the spelling of long? L-O-N-G. Long. And the bitter gourd is short. What is the spelling of short? S-H-O-R-T. Short. So, bottle gourd is the longest vegetable when comparing to bitter gourd. Now, shall we see the another example? Shall we see another example? Now, circle, which is the longer pencil here? Find it out, children. Which is the longest one? So, circle the longest one. This is the longest pencil. Which is the shortest pencil here? So, this is the shortest pencil. So, remaining you have to do in your exercise. Okay. Then, we are going to see about tall and the shortest. Tallest and shortest. It tells us about the vertical length. It tells us about the height of a person or a thing. It tells us about the height of the person or a thing. Height means vertical line. What is a vertical line? It is a standing line, right? This is also called as vertical line. Standing line is also called as what? Vertical line. So, to measure the height of an object or a thing, we call it as tall and short. So, to measure a vertical length, we call that as a tall and short. Now we are going to see some of the examples for this. We have two animals here, right? Giraffe and a horse. Which is the tallest animal here? You are right, yes. Which is the tallest one? Giraffe is the tallest one. Now tell me the spelling of tall. T-A-L-L. Tall. And the horse is short when comparing to giraffe, right? What is the spelling of short? S-H-O-R-T. Short. So, giraffe is the tallest animal and the horse is the shortest animal. Shall we see another example? Yes. Now tell me which one is the tallest pencil. Circle the tallest pencil. The one in the first position, second position or the third position. So the one which is in the first position is the tallest pencil. Right. So at the last what it is? It is the shortest pencil. Right. Yes. Shall we see here one more example? Is now which is the tallest building here? Circle it. Which is the tallest building? The one on the left side or the one on the right side? Which is the tallest building? Yes, the one on the left side is the tallest. The one on the left side is the tallest building. So this is the tallest building. Then in this example, which is the shortest one? The water bottle or this bottle? Yes, this is the shortest one. As in the remaining things you have to do in your home. Okay dears? Will you do it? Yes. Now we are going to learn about highest and the lowest. What is highest and lowest, children? It is nothing but the topmost part of an object is called as higher and the lower part is called as lower or lowest. Okay. The word higher is used to what? To tell about the upper level of an object. The word higher is used to mark the objects at upper level. So the object at the upper level are called as higher and the object at the lower level are called as lower. Okay, shall we see some of the examples for this, children? Now see, a parachute is at the top, right? So it is high, but the fish is in the water. It is in the lower level, right? So this is called as low. So see here, the mountain is at the top, right? So it is the high level, but the octopus and other aquatic animals, water animals are in the water. So this is low. So the things at the higher position, at the top level are called as high. The things at the lower level are called as low. Is another example. Now we can see a cat climbing on the tree. The cat is on the tree. So it is in the higher level. But the dog is sitting under a tree. So this is lowest level. Okay. Shall we see another example? Now see which is the highest mountain here. Circle it. Which is the highest mountain here? The one at the top. Which is the toppest mountain? Is it a top mountain? No. This is the top mountain. So it is at the top. So this is the highest level. Highest. What is the spelling of highest? H-I-G-H-E-S-T. So this is the highest mountain. And which is the lower level? The water is flowing under the mountain, right? So this is the lowest part. Lowest. Spelling of lowest? L-O-W-E-S-T. Lowest. So the one who is under it is called as lowest. The one who is under the level. The one who is in the lower level are called as lowest. The one in the upper level are called as highest. Okay, children. Then we are going to learn about big and small. What is big and small, children? It tells the size of an object. So big and small tells us about the size of an object. It says whether the object is bigger or smaller one. Shall we see some of the example for this, children? Yes, now listen here. An elephant is here and one more picture is here, right? So which is the longest one here? Which is the biggest one here? Yes, elephant is the biggest animal. Yes, you're right. Elephant is the biggest animal. B-I-G. Big. And which is the smallest one? Yes, it is a smallest one. S-M-A-L-L. Small. So elephant is the biggest animal and this is a smallest animal. Yes. Then one more example. Pumpkin and a tomato. So which is the biggest one? So pumpkin is the biggest one. What is the spelling of big? B-I-G. Big. And tomato is small. S-M-A-L-L. Small. So pumpkin is the biggest vegetable, but tomato is small and size. Yes, children. Now, shall we see one more example for this, children? Yes. So, we have some of the examples for big and small. Now, see here, which is the biggest ball here? Which is the biggest one? Circle it. So, this is the biggest ball. Okay, very good. So, now in this picture, which is the smallest one? Circle it. It is the smallest one. And the remaining examples, you have to do it. Okay, children? Yes. Now, we are going to discuss about thick and thin. Children, what is thick and thin? It is nothing but the thick will have a broad surface. It will have a big surface. But the thin one will have a narrow surface. Will have a smallest surface. That is the difference between thick and thin. What is thick? It will have a broad surface. But in thin, it will have a narrow surface, the short surface. Okay. Shall we see some of the examples? Now listen here. In this tree has a broad surface, right? Yes, it is very broad and its surface. But in this example, you can see a smallest surface, right? It is very small and it is narrow, right? So, this is the example of thick and thin. Now, children, tell me which is the thickest tree? Yes, you are right. This is a thick. T-H-I-C-K. Thick. And which is the thinnest one? Yes, this tree is thin. Spelling of thin? T-H-I-N. Thin. So, this is the thickest one and this is the thinnest one. Why? Because this has a broad surface, but in this it has a small surface, that is narrow surface. Okay, children. And one more example. Now, tell me which is the thickest rope here? The one at the first. Yes, it has a broad surface. The one at the first one has a broad surface, right? It has a broad surface, but the one in the last is having a narrow surface, a small surface, right? So, this is thin. Which is a thick one? This is thick. T-H-I-C-K, thick. And which is the thinnest one? This is the thinnest one. T-H-I-N, thin. Okay, children. Yes, now we have some of the examples. Now you have to find which book is the thickest one. Tick in that. Is it a thick book when comparing to this? Which is the thickest one? Yes, you are right. This is the thickest one. Now tell me which pencil is thickest one. Yes, this is the thickest one. And the remaining two, you have to do it. Okay, children, will you do it? In the description, we have attached subject material, question bank and self-assessment. Parents, please guide your children to do self-assessment. Thank you, dears.